Okay, I found their secret. Oh, oh man. Okay. Okay. I'm about to take you on the loop. That's their secret. So as I'm running this way, I'm wondering what the planet's polar magnetic north, because the compass points north. So I'm basically charging magnetism when I come this way. This is the way the black hole is going. So the bottom of the black hole is on this side. As I run this direction, I'm charging up my magnetism. But it's a little bit complex in that I have to look at the sun as I come around here. So as I come around, I gotta look up at the sun real quick. Take a quick glance at it. Get a couple of electrons and protons in my eyes. And I gotta do this without breaking a stride. So when I get to about here, I pour on the juice and I give it my all. Like I sprint as fast as I can run down here. Because as I'm going this way, I'm running against the grain. Like I'm running against electricity. The electricity is at the bottom of the black hole. That way, so it's bigger at that end. That's electricity. And as the electricity flows into the giant magnetic core and comes this way, it's recharging me as I run this way as fast as I can to get my heart rate up to 155 beats a minute. As I'm doing that, what I've noticed is right around here, I get really weak. It's like I'm a diabetic and I don't have any energy. I was like, oh my God, I'm so drained. Why am I so drained of energy? Oh, okay, I must be onto something. So I push through a little bit harder. I'm so drained of energy that I want to stop jogging, start running. I just want to stop and start walking. That's how drained I am of energy. And that's a sign for me that I'm draining their energy. So as I get to here, I stop running and I start jogging. So I jog around here, take my time, catch my breath again a little bit, and then I take a couple of seconds just to glance up at the sun real quick, get a couple more protons and electrons in the eye. I come around here. I'm gonna have to come back here and cut these little things down here to get in my way. And then when I get right where I turned off here, right about here, I kick it into overdrive. I go. So I run it almost as fast as I can. I'm probably running at 80% of what I can. Right around here, I start getting tired. Like I got no energy and I just want to stop running. So I keep pushing through. I keep pushing. I didn't want to get to here. I'd start jogging. And I feel like collapsing. That's because I'm draining evil's electricity from my atoms, from the black holes in the universe. So I come around here, I look up again at the sun. Come around here, I look up at the sun again. And then I repeat. From here, I go as fast as I can again. I get my heart rate up as fast as I can go within, this 100-meter dash I'm doing. So the theory is going this way against the electromagnetic wave is charging my electricity. Going with the wave this way is charging my magnetism. And while I'm doing that, because they have me asleep in the black holes and covered with sin, so you want to think of Let's go over here. Okay, so I'll use this leaf here, okay? And then we'll use these other leaves here as them. And then leave that one as me. Oops. Right there, there's me. So, what's going on here is, you want to think of that yellow leaf as me at the bottom of the black hole. This is magnetism. Okay, so as I'm running down the trail here, I'm running with the electricity of the earth. So I'm charging the magnetism at the bottom of the hole. That's magnetism. I'm charging that because there's a big giant magnet around this entire black hole. So like that, there's a big magnet around it. And as I'm running this way, I'm powering up my magnetism right there. And when I run back this way, running against the grain, this way, as the electricity flows this way, I'm powering up my electricity. But because of all the sinning I've done with the crystal meth and this, for the past 7 years, times 9 lives, you know, there's a lot of sin that I'm carrying over 9 lives. I might as well say 10 lives. I might as well say 720 years worth of sin I'm carrying, right? Well, not that many. 7 years times 10 years. I'm carrying about 72 years worth of sin, like really grievous sin. So I got to run the equivalent of 72 years to get myself out of that prison. You know, my regular sins, like, you know, regular sins like that, or getting drunk or getting alcohol, those are negligible. It's the really bad ones, like the 72 years worth of sinning that I've done. But even then, it's not 72 years because it's roughly 5% of 7 years, which is, you know, roughly about 200 days, probably 200 consistent days worth of sin. So you do that times 24 hours, and that's, you know, roughly how much sin I've got. So 200 days. If I'm let's just say 300 days. So if I'm 300 days of sin at the bottom of that hole, and I'm running, and then when I jog, I'm burning off 3 days worth of sin. It means I got to run 100 days before I can be resurrected. When I run 100 days, all the sinning here that they've covered me with, it'll be gone. Okay, so each time I run a bit more, sorry, leaves. Let's go like this, or no, I'll show you what this way, like this, like this. So every time I run, I look like this now. Okay, so this is my first run today with this new technique. So if I run like this every day, I'm gonna drain their energy. This is their energy. They're in every black hole. So the reason why I'm drained of energy, feel like a diabetic, like I could just fall over and pass out, is because I'm sucking this energy out of them. I'm sucking it out of them. I'm purifying myself while getting rid of them. Like I'm sucking the energy out of those evil spirits and unaliving them in the process. So I'm going to say within 30 days, it should look like that. 30 days, right? Then we'll be at, you know, at 50 days, it should look like, at 50 days, it should look like that. And then at 100 days, it should look like that. That's what that black hole looked like after 100 days of running. I'll get rid of all the 72 years of sinning that they've made me do by waging spiritual warfare. And when that happens in 100 days, that's when my UFOs can come in here, I theorize, right? So, but I'm not 100% certain. I don't know what will happen when this happens. All I know is I got to make it happen. So that's an illustration of why I'm running back here, and this way as fast as I can, or that way as fast as I can, so I can suck the life force out of those evil spirits that are holding me down at the bottom of the black hole. And then once I bust out of here, and I'm at the top over there, guess what happens when I'm at the top? I take over the electromagnetic wave. So it'll look like this when I take over. When I take over, I should be able to take over all the electromagnetic wave in the universe, and it'll be mine forever. And you guys will be toast, kaputskis. So in 100 days, guys, that's what I propose is happening. Now, I propose that there's a long way to do that, a long way to get my UFOs in here, and there's a short way. The reason why takes 100 days is because every atom in my body is fat. That's evil spirits. But if somebody unalives me, does that, my body ceases to exist, and I become that single atom. So maybe I should go back and show you guys before I leave here. So if somebody does this to me, every atom in my body ceases to exist, or the evil spirits in my body cease to exist. This is gonna take 100 days. I gotta lose weight, I theorize. Now I'm gonna use this one here. So we'll go this one here. That's my proton here. So I'll go this way. So okay, this is my electron, my proton, my neutron, and my other neutron. So this is a fire electron, earth proton, air neutron, and water neutron. It's pure. It's 100% pure. If somebody unalives me, my consciousness goes into this here, and because this single atom is pure in my body, all of these particles are pure. It opens up this door instantly. And instantly, because I have no more atoms in my body of carrying deadly sin. There's no dirty atoms in my body, because I become a singularity. I become one atom. This is my consciousness here, and the universe is inside of this. There's a quark inside of there, and inside the quark there's our soul, which rotates around the universe. And inside the universe, I'm inside the universe, but I'm unalived. But this atom is pure inside of my spinal cord. And because it's pure, it opens up the bridge instantly. So please think twice before doing that, because if you do that to me and you open up that bridge, none of you on this planet will be coming to paradise with me. Nobody will. So don't pull that trigger. Think twice before doing that, people. That's why they don't want to come here and do it themselves. They know if they come here and unalive me, it opens up that door instantly.